or track potential future variants' gamma signatures without a baseline resonance sample from his initial occult catalyst.
Got it. Stop the truck.
Double KO.
Lucky to still be breathing.
Boop.
Was that truly your best?
Yep, that'll make him hate you.
Hydra's in control of the situation.
Yeah. Thank you.
You don't know who you're messing with.
You're in trouble now.
You're not out of this yet.
These delays can be quite frustrating. Infuriating, even. I suppose by now I'd normally be tromping through the warehouse hurling the puny truck at the moon.
Don't worry, Bruce. I've got a pair of torn purple pants with your name on them.
You have earned this. Hydra's standards have fallen a great deal.
One less thing to worry about. Approximately 16,342 more to go. I suggest starting with the remaining Hydra forces in your vicinity.
Who's next?
Whoop.
Now that was something.
Enemy has the upper hand.
Man, you almost killed her.
Ready for a real hit.
Ah, you're lucky, Carol.
Your mother abandoned you.
We've done it!
What is this thing?
Bad guy crate, full of bad guy stuff.
I know those symbols from the time of the first hunt. That glyph means barrier. That one, almighty. Something. Gods and demons.
So a spooky bad guy crate.
Very spooky. Designed to contain powerful magic. Be careful.
Got it. Don't cross the streams.
Never do. How about we get this thing back to the Abbey and see for ourselves?
Yeah, I doubt that, Carol, because the amount of times that you've gotten stuff into a bad situation because you damn exist. I don't care. No! Don't give me one of those. I hate her. I'm gonna let her die every single time I'm a part of it. She's a part of this.
Nice job out there, kid. I mean, I didn't get Hydra bombed until my 10th run with the Avengers.
Kid, you do know that I'm a good 3 centuries older than you, right?
Then you've got a lot of catching up to do.
Yeah.
Okay, Abbey tournament tonight.
Sure about that? Last one got a little heated.
The Eternal Spirits of Vengeance take technical fouls very seriously, especially in the fourth quarter.
Forget it. Tonight is movie night.
It is always movie night.
Exactly.
Wow, out of jail again? Who made this game? Wilson Fisk?
Well, if parking is free, clearly no one from Manhattan.
You know what they say? All work and no play is how we ended up with Ultron. Come on. You should hang out.
No, fuck you. I hate you. Die.
I should. Let me see. How did this work again?
Good. You answered. Getting hard to keep finding ways to say open door around here. And despite what Robbie says, I don't think the staff of One speaks High Elven. Blood magic stuff. Cool room. Spacious. Aw, is that bed for Charlie?
Yes?
So, if you're planning on giving me some sort of brooding code of the stoic warrior speech, I'm immune. Just ask Blader Magic. From what I just saw out there, whatever crazy ancient living weapon stuff Caretaker put you through back in the day did a real number on you. We got a lot of work to do.
Work?
Yeah, talking to people, making friends, basic human stuff. Or quasi-human. You're a Midnight Sun now. One of us.
Nico, I was just Hydra bombed. I could use some rest.
You and me both. Been bad dreams every night for me lately. I, keep seeing Wanda. She... Never mind.
I will meet you outside.
Yes!
We're not gonna watch the rest of that, because guilt tripping 101 is all I saw there. Man, there's a lot of the Midnight Suns here. Okay, so we got... You see the other? Hey, that's her room.
Ah, I see.
Cat Marvels. Blade's right there. I'm guessing since I don't have the other characters unlocked, I won't be seeing their door things.
Something tells me you don't have a favorite movie. Well, we can start you out. I know this entire situation. I get why facing Lilith won't be easy. I was 15 when I found out my mother was capital E evil.
Sorry to hear you.
It was bad, but I learned to deal with it. It's the only way forward, right? Look, I'm glad my mother is gone, but yeah, at times I just want to hear her voice again. Some days I'd give anything to makes me hate her.
Lilith gave birth to me, but Caretaker was my true mother.
Right, so your adoptive mom raised you to kill your birth mom. You'll fit in perfectly. Enough about her crap. So, the first thing you need to know, the glowing briefcase is a metaphor. Can we do it again? So?
I understood more than I should.
How? You've been dead for
I'm not so sure I was dead. Not exactly. I recall a deep slumber, not the voice. I dreamt.
Of what?
Of everything. Much of this world is familiar to me. I know it from my dreams.
That's not creepy at all. So, do you know everything?
No, think of it like this. I know what a car is, but I have no idea how to drive.
You're up to date, but not omniscient. Then I'm guessing you don't know much about me.
Just what you shared earlier.
You're always free to ask.
I had some questions.
Sure. But first, the basics. The Staff of One interprets words or phrases as spells, but it can only cast a spell once. No repeats.
Can you tell me how this...
It's, blood magic, so my own blood is required to summon it. You wouldn't believe how many adhesive bandages I go through each year.
What about the words you speak?
They come true. Kind of. And not always the way I expect. It's like making a wish, but you can never make the same wish again.
I had some questions about your old team.
The Runaways? Sure thing.
Were you all heroes who banded together?
No, we were normal kids. We saw each other once a year when our parents got together to reminisce. And then we found out two very disturbing things. First, our parents were supervillains who sacrificed children to evil gods. Second, each of us had some sort of powerful birthright. Our parents wanted us to follow in their footsteps.
What did you do?
We ran, but eventually we realized only the 6 of us could stop our parents and their dark gods, so we faced them and stopped them from destroying reality as we know it. You know, typical kid stuff.
Who was on the team?
At first, Chase with his mad science gear, Molly, our pint-sized powerhouse, Carolina, the solar-powered sweetheart. Gert had a telepathic link to Old Lace, a genetically engineered Deinonychus from the 87th century. I handled the blood magic, though I didn't understand it much. And Alex, well, we don't talk about Alex.
Where?
Molly attends Xavier's School for Gifted Youngsters. Carolina left Earth to marry alien nobility. Gert, she didn't make it. After Gert passed, Chase and I had a falling out. The last I heard, he and Old Lace are living at his family home in LA. As for Alex, he chose his side, and it wasn't ours. He died with our parents.
Wow.
Good timing. Looks like Caretaker wants to speak with you, and wow, I should get to bed. Time flies when you're hanging out.
I'm glad to see you're using your free time. Looks...
I was planning on getting some rest.
Things are moving at a frantic pace. For all we know, I'll be landing a jet on the roof with Mr. Stark this afternoon. Not quite like it was in the...
To stand still.
You got that one from Agatha. She used to say it all the time. I always preferred if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Used to.
I am sorry. I should have had this talk with you much sooner. But you should know... Agatha... she's no longer with us.
What? That is impossible. She was so...
fierce, indomitable, or maybe just kind to a fault.
You do not have to do this.
Thank you, but I do. I haven't spoken to anyone about what happened. Agatha died in an accident. caused by her protege, Wanda Maximoff, the Scarlet Witch. The Midnight Sun's latest recruit, a powerful spellcaster in her own right. Perhaps the most powerful Agatha and I had ever seen. Wanda's abilities were growing. Too quickly for my liking. Agatha was determined to help her control them. I tried to...
Agatha was killed.
Yes, incinerated in an instant. Not even ash to remember her by.
Was Wanda so different from me as a child? Was it that easy to send her away?
I didn't have a choice. Wanda's powers were beyond even her own control. And this time I had no Agatha to help me, as I had with you. I thought she would be safe with Strange. On that part, at least, I was clearly mistaken. Ah, Wanda. Agatha. It seems we've lost them both now. I conjured a small shrine to Agatha's... You should pay your respect.
Agatha. God. I think he's walking cycles broken. There you go. Let me guess, her name's Agatha Harkness.
You always did have the most remarkable eyes, Hunter. Just like your mother's. Maybe that's why you're the first.
The first?
To commune with the spirits, of course.
Is this a trick of some kind? Because I am not amused.
No, it's no trick, dear. I actually find it quite liberating.
You are dead.
Always straight to the heart of things. That's my Hunter.
You seem strange.
After 1,000 years of living, you learn to take things in stride. Even death.
And what have you been doing all this time?
Meet me by the cave, just... This ominous-looking portal is known as a blood gate, and you're the only one among us who can pass through it.
Bloodgate? Caretaker's handiwork? Ominous indeed.
There was a time when the blood stood within these celestial halls to prove their worth. This particular arena belongs to a goddess who often favored Sarah, Ashtur.
Sarah, Caretaker, was here?
Nothing ever comes easy, dear. The Elder Gods felt their descendants needed to earn their blessings, which is why they created these trials to begin with.
Trials? I should.
This entire realm exists for that purpose. As the goddess of balance and order, Ashtur was sometimes called... You can expect a fair fight, or at least her idea of one.
Whoop!
As a child, I feared the servants of Lilith. Now I teach them to fear me. You were too weak for this fight. You have earned this! Your mother abandoned you. They really want to get on my bad side.
Compared to our girl, these hellhounds are nothing but meaningless things. Don't hesitate to stop. They certainly won't.
They cannot possibly match your strength.
There we go.
Like that once, centuries ago.
You can imagine why Sarah was so fond of Ashtor. If I didn't know better, I would say she modeled her roles carefully. The goddess herself.
Feel my call.
Good girl, Charlie. Oh, and you too, Hunter. You finished this trial, but don't worry. The other gods are waiting.
Okay. That one's a lot better of a comic book than the other one we got. Alright.
It's your birthright. The two of you, as well as your mother, are the last of your kind, the blood. Your lineage follows an unbroken line to the old gods themselves. And if you...
Okay, that's all I needed to know.
Blessings of the goddess. Goddess disagrees.
After all this time, it's of
First off, there we go, and now we got the boy himself. I could go with this. Fit him. We'll go with that. We have the boy now. Look at him.
Is this thing on? Hunter, please come to the forge at your earliest convenience. Again, that's Hunter to the forge. Thank you. Strange out.
Hunter, just in time. His royal weirdness and I were deciding what to do with that nasty little Hydra gift box you found.
Ah, yes. The spooky crate?
The very one. Though it is far from any mere container, I assure you. I am detecting powerful emanations from inside. If this is a sign of what Hydra is after, I fear we are all in grave danger.
My offer still stands. I could fly the thing up and nuke it in orbit. Only way to be sure.
Or we could open it, Tony, and perhaps use the mystical energies I sense inside to our advantage.
Yeah, I heard a we in there. Green goopy gamma serums are one thing. I'm not opening boxes full of mummy curses.
You don't have to. Hunter, if you'll allow me.
Your second funeral, boss. Hunter, buddy, talk.
If Hydra is now working to acquire...
And you think you can do it with...
Tony has one of the greatest scientific minds that I've ever seen. I, of course, have an unparalleled understanding. I have no doubt that we can find a way to research whatever we find. I just wonder what it could be.
I hope the two of you create something powerful. I want to stop Lilith quick.
As I said, I'm sure his discomfort with the esoteric nature of the Ark.
But Tony's eccentricities aside, I know you can make...
Right now, with the Sanctum out of my reach, I'm fighting with one hand tied behind my back. Metaphorically, that is. If I can find items to research, I can...
I look forward to seeing what you come up.
Approach the anvil, Hunter. We do not have time to spare. Are there any curses I should be aware of? This will... By the hoary hosts of Hoggoth, I can hardly believe it.
What? Is it worse than you expected?
No, it's totally unexpected. It's the Eternity Dagger. This was in a place of honor in my bedchamber in the Sanctum for years. The Sanctum Sanctorum is no common domicile to be burglared. These barbarians have no idea what they possessed.
Or perhaps they did. Maybe these artifacts are exactly what Faustus and my mother were after to begin with.
A distressing thought. If they had my dagger, then who knows what others of my priceless possessions have passed through their greedy fingers. The cube of nothingness. The tear of Profia, and most worrisome of all.
Your toothbrush? You, had a little coffee thing going on this morning with your breath?
Oh, Tony.
Sorry. Doc's right, Hunter. I drank 3 glasses of holy water just to walk through the Sanctum's front door. This is like a doomsday vault for all sorts of supernatural nastiness. We need to put a lid on this mess. Pronto.
I believe Carol is already working on it.
At last. Now that this artifact has been returned to its proper owner, we shall see if we can make use of the mystic forces contained within.
Nice.
Fascinating. I have always found that area of reason.
How's it going, boss? No peeking now. Got some upgrades for you, hot off the press. Or forge. Shh. Tony is working. I'm here if you need me.
Hey, Hunter. Got a sec to spare?
Now we got Robbie!
You've been here more in the past few days. The forge is pretty badass. But the creature trapped inside riles up my own inner demon. Speaking of, there's something you should...
You are bonded with a spirit of vengeance?
Damn, you're good.
You are not the first Spirit of Vengeance to join the Midnight Suns. I fought beside another, just a few days... 3 centuries ago.
Oh man, sometimes when I have crap to work through, I like...
Sparky?
That's what I call my Spirit of Vengeance. His real name is something you'd see written on a symbol, but with like 12 apostrophes. Also, he's not allowed inside after the incident with caretaker Sumerian Sofa.
It would be my honor to spar with the Spirit of Vengeance.
Wow, he's real excited. Never thought he'd get bouncy, but here we are. Okay, let's do this. I'll get Blake to set things up.
I will head... when you and Sparky trade places, what does he look like?
He's the guy with the flaming metal skull and hellfire chains. Kinda hard to miss.
Moon Knight! Being one of the many Midnight Suns.
The gods are fickle.
Hunter, ready to get your burn on?
Like playing with fire.
No pain, no gain.
Hunter, report to the war room. We've got a mission.
Okay, and that definitely means we got Robbie.
You called?
Keep telling ya, Carol works too, but yeah, I did. Now that Tony's finally starting to get... My thoughts...
Do not worry, Captain. I will locate and alert her of the team's needs.
There's that can-do...
Stronger than ever.
Crazy world you woke up to, Hunter. Hydra running around causing trouble. Apocalypse prophecies.
Okay. I'm gonna end it here, and we'll continue in the next one.
Indeed, Daywalker.